Are you a demon? Like, it's hot. It's
It's
too
been
hot.
debated.
It's 3 digits. Hot.
Uh, no,
A
I
hundred
mean,
1 degrees?
to be fair,
No.
I live by the lake, so the temperature is probably a good 10 degrees um cooler than other places. Like right now, I think it's only like 74. Ooh, there come my phone.
Okay, well, right now it's not 74
Well,
for
hold on,
us.
I'll check it. But hello, my mouth
Hello.
isn't working, but I'm Ash.
And I'm Fatima.
This is Fatash. Oh,
Fatash,
yeah, there's my
hello.
body. There we go. Delayed.
Show us the lady.
Um, yeah, I just paid my electric bill, $40
Nice.
because
Nice.
I've kept most the lights usually are off.
Mm-hmm.
The only electricity that's really being used is my box fan and my computer and computer monitors. So,
No AC?
nope, I don't run the AC. I have not ran the AC in about 10 years. I mean, give or take,
In
like,
Chicago? Living in
yeah,
Chicago in the summer? I don't know how you do it.
my
I am.
sometimes if I had like friends over, I would turn the AC on for their sake, but I don't have people over too often to turn the AC on. So, yeah, I've just been camped out on my couch cuz my bed faces the sun and yeah, just the box fan. It's been nice, no clothes. Mhm. Saving
No,
on laundry.
I'm heat sensitive. I have to have an air conditioner. If I don't,
Nah.
I lose my mind.
Yeah.
My first summer in Chicago, I tried to put it off, ended up breaking into a piggy bank to like taking it down to the Coinstar, taking the Coinstar like because Coinstar said like we can take a percentage and then you can just have cash, or we could give you 100% of your money if you get like a gift card for certain stores. Got a gift card for Lowe's, went down to Lowe's, got whatever they had it installed the next day. I need air conditioning. I was talking to a friend who lives in London and
Oh
he
yeah,
was
they dying
saying,
over there.
well, yeah, even like the grocery store, like here, like all the public spaces are like air
Yeah.
conditioned. You go
Yeah.
from your air conditioned car to your air conditioned store and you stay air conditioned.
The air-conditioned bus and the air-conditioned train.
They're showing how they have like melted candy bars in the store.
Wow. I didn't know it extended to the markets. I watched like a short YouTube video about why London was going through it, and like they briefly just explained London architecture in general was built to hold heat because it's cold over there. But global warming, their summers are insane now. So, you know, the architecture used to be helpful good like 30 some odd years ago, but now they cooking in their houses.
They're dying. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They coming over here
Yeah.
for the World Cup and they're just
My
having their
friend
minds
said
blown by AC and
my
ranch.
friend said that only 4% of households have like air conditioning.
Mhm. Yep.
4%.
Yeah. And I think that's including the portable air conditioners too.
I don't know if those even work. Those have always sounded like a scam to me.
No,
Do they
I
work?
I have friends who have portable air conditioners and they love them.
Where does the condensation go?
Mm, not my problem. I have a box fan. My box fan and my titties out. That's working just fine. Or you take a shower in this heat, and you ain't even got to dry yourself off. You just air dry in front of the fan. Oh man, it's a great feeling.
I need the air conditioning. I'm already hot. I'm hot. I run
Well,
hot.
I'm
Mm-mm.
I'm an anomaly. Like I was out with my friend Wednesday. And she's diabetic, so she can't be out in the heat like that. It's because of her medication. She can't be in the heat. And we were just outside for like 3 minutes, and her forehead is drenched.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't a speck of sweat on me. I'm wearing a jacket too. I'm wearing a jean jacket because I had just come out of the office. My office is a freezer. So I hadn't even really clocked that I hadn't taken my jacket off yet. And I'm just standing there, and like at most I have a sheen of just grease on my forehead because my forehead is just always shiny, but no sweat at all. I might be dying. I don't know. My body is an anomaly. I don't sweat easily. Yeah. I don't register heat like other people, I guess, because like I can register that I'm warm, but I like it. We'll know if I die. It was actually heat stroke all along. Is it heat stroke or heat exhaustion when you stop sweating?
I don't know. As a person who sweats all the fucking time, like
Because one of them is when you sweat too much, and one's when you don't sweat at all. Let me look it up real quick. Heat exhaustion versus heat stroke. Let's see here. Okay, heat exhaustion is a severe treatable response to excessive fluid and salt loss. Okay, so exhaustion is when you're sweating. Heat stroke, the body can no longer regulate its internal temperature. Okay, so heat stroke is you're not sweating. Heat exhaustion is when you're sweating too much.
Did you see Mike's fun fact?
No, hold on. I could, for all I know, I could just be in a perpetual state of heat stroke. The reason why Africans are often thin and dark-skinned with long limbs is because that body type disperses heat best. Huh. You're not dying, you're African.
I'm African too, and I'm dying.
Girl, you ain't got the melanin like me and Mike. I said compared to me and Mike. Just
shut up.
Look, I'm just talking science. Just talking science. No,
I just got back from a family reunion
in the South.
And
you survived.
They told me I didn't look like the family.
Damn.
I know.
I mean, you are family though, right? You
look like your mama.
Listen. I don't know. I've not seen your mom and dad to be like, yo, this is clearly taking after your mama's side or something. But it actually could be mistaken for African.
Actually,
I get that a lot. Other Africans be trying to
I've gotten that too.
I had a Dominican dude ask me if I was some kind of African that was not just African American because I said I wanted to eat on the patio. He was like, "Are you what are you?" And don't just say black. I'm like, I don't know. As far as I know, we from Philly.
People in Chicago have walked up to me asking me if I speak English.
You just because
I found the whole conversation to be crazy.
Because it's not like you don't look especially like foreign or anything. You don't look Hispanic. You're wearing something.
Sometimes people do think I'm Hispanic.
Well,
like people have stopped me on the street to tell me that I am so Puerto Rican, and I was
I can see that.
Actually,
I can see Puerto Rican, but I think it's just wild to come up to someone and say, "Do you speak English?" In America,
we have lots and lots of like people from all over that speak multiple languages, but they do also speak English.
Right. Like just by virtue of not wanting to be harassed by prejudiced assholes about your English, a lot of folks generally do have some basic formal communication of English. It might not be a whole dissertation TED Talk type of language, but they can speak and
But
understand
also, you
maybe.
don't know if they're like second generation or not. Like, how would you know?
Right. Do you speak
They
English?
could
Do
be
you?
born here
Do you?
and go to school here
Right. Or like
and be from here.
I've seen so many like little Hispanic kids translating for their parents.
Hmm.
It's wild.
Yeah,
Do
wow.
you
That's
speak
that's
English?
crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy question to ask anybody.
Man, I
That
wish I did know a second language other than English though, just so I could listen in on all the conversations that be happening, be it Korean in the nail salons or just Spanish in general. Like I was
open up
working on
that Duolingo.
a project in the office, and there was two team members from our clients that speak Spanish, and they'll just start speaking Spanish to each other
Hmm.
in the room.
Yep.
You know, it's like
People
they
who
don't have.
speak multiple languages, like they will find the other person who speaks that language and then just speak to
Mm-hmm.
them in that language.
Yeah,
Bet
and
you
I'm
when they're
like,
in a room with a whole bunch of Spanish speaking people,
that's why
they find the one person who speaks English.
I would love to just secretly know how to speak Spanish and like respond back to that conversation that they're having, or like if they're telling a joke and I laugh and they know that I heard them because I speak the language. Just having some stuff like that in your back pocket, I think is just so funny. Plus, it gets you a lot further in certain spaces with like different languages. If they think you're a foreigner and you don't know their language, then they're gonna. I hear that they like upcharge you, but if you can speak the language, they'll like give you discounts and shit like that.
Mm.
And you know, I like me some discounts.
But imagine how committed you have to be to get like a 10% discount.
I mean, or even just for free, you know, because like sometimes it's just a matter of like respect for the fact, like, oh my gosh, you actually took the time to learn my language and speak to me. Here's some extra for you, just because not too many people do that. I see that happen now. There's like this one white dude on YouTube that's like a polyglot, and he just knows so many languages, a lot of obscure language. I say obscure, like Africa being as large of a continent that it is, there are so many different African languages, let alone dialects. Same with China. There are so many different dialects within the Chinese language, and he knows them. So yeah, he gets a significant more respect as a white man than other folks that be coming through.
Yeah, but it's probably because they're Africans and they're nice.
Well,
Like
African and
I've
Chinese.
seen, yeah, but like you got to really know your shit because I have seen
Yeah,
like a lot of those polyglot channels are like full of shit, but I
I
have
said just the
seen
one
a
white dude.
couple where like the person in Chinese said like hire a tutor like like they're just trying to work, they're just trying to do like their job and
Yeah,
you're trying to speak to them but you don't quite know what you're doing.
yeah.
And
No,
so they're
this.
trying to figure it out, and then they're like, then they're like, wait a minute, me teaching you Mandarin is not my job. My job
No,
is
no, yeah.
to make the food, and then you
Like,
pay
sir,
for it, and
this is a Wendy's. What
when
do you
we're
want?
done,
You want the McFlurry or
right?
not? No, this dude, the dude that I'm referring to, he's usually ordering food when he speaks the language. So he'll
Yeah,
usually order something in their language or like ask them what would they recommend. And more often than not, they're like, "Oh, you have a very good grasp of the language," kind of thing. But
yeah,
it's usually him exploring other cultures, food, and learning their language so he can order those foods, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, you over here trying to get free Duolingo lessons from the person making less than minimum wage. Like, if you don't get out my
yeah,
face,
right.
which they do, I say they do. One of my friends had went to, I think he went to China, as a black man, and
Mm.
sometimes they'll be like, Chinese students out and about, and like their assignments might be find someone that looks like a foreigner and practice your English with them.
See how that feels? Like, see how you might not be in the mood to do that?
And then they'd be surprised when this black man is speaking Chinese. They're like, "Wow, wait a minute." It's like I could have swore I had it right. This is a black man. Surely this black man don't know
Then
Chinese.
you're like, I gotta find somebody else.
He's like, no, I know Chinese, but I also know English. So go ahead. I can let you know if you're doing it right. Man. So you didn't get to go golfing this week
no, because like
Drake
okay, so
starting them fires up in
first
Canada.
it was the heat, and now it is the particulate matter in the air.
It's gone now, right? I was outside yesterday. It seemed fine. Nope.
Okay, so the level for us, like the levels came down yesterday morning and then they rose again. So like on Thursday, it was like, I don't know, the numbers are like 300. So it's like it was at the record breaking dangerous level.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday was bad.
And then they came down a little bit. And then they went back up in the afternoon. So like they came down and Dad was like, okay, I got some stuff I got to do outside. And then he went to the range, and then it rose back up on him. He could feel it in his throat and in his chest. And he put his mask on while he was outside to finish his bucket of balls.
Yeah, I kind of noticed it a little bit just in like looking over the horizon, like during the morning, afternoon, it was fine. And then like around, I want to say 6 or 7, it started to look hazy, but not in that like the sun is setting kind of hazy.
Like I said, when I woke up on Thursday morning, the sun looked weird. Like I had read about it, but like we had played all through the, the warnings like last summer and the summer before. But this time I was like, oh, the sun looks weird. And then I went to open up the window just like a little bit. And I was like, oh, that smells like smoke. And then I, of course, closed it. And that's how I learned that this time it's really, really freaking serious. Yeah. So it's like the sun and the particulate matter have been messing up my routines. I've been trying to get back to the swing of things since we got back from Mississippi, and I'm not doing well. Also, because of the particulate matter, I didn't go to yoga in the park as I've been doing. Like I had done it for 3 weeks before we went to Mississippi, and then I was like, okay, I want to get back to my routine. And then I saw the particulate matter like little index, and I was like, actually, I don't want to play with it because I don't want to be outside for an hour breathing deeply.
Yeah. Breathe in, hold it.
Yes.
Out.
Yeah. Particulate matter the whole time. Actually, and it's not for an hour, it's for 2 hours, because usually when I go to yoga in the park, there's Pilates in the park right after, and I stay for Pilates too. Hopefully it'll all be done by next week and I can get back out there. And I also wanted to try Tai Chi this week. So I found a location for yoga in the park, and then they have like Pilates in the park right afterwards. And then I found a separate location by the lake that is like Tai Chi in the trees. So
in the trees.
I guess there's a little.
So y'all gonna be on like branches?
No, I don't know. I think the trees are just around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's some serious Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I've just had to close my windows. I was fortunate enough to work from home on Thursday and Friday. So I wasn't even aware of how bad it really was until they was talking about it in the work chat. They was like, yeah, you gotta come outside in this burning air. And I'm thinking, oh, here they go. They just upset because it's hot out. It's like, no, literally it's burning your lungs. you breathe this. All for them to
Mhm.
come, they had to go to the office, right? All for the clients not even to come into the office.
Why didn't the clients come to the office?
Because they decided that there was no need for them to actually show up at the office.
But they decided, like,
But they didn't tell us the night before. Because normally they will let us know the evening before, like as we're wrapping up in office, they'll say, like, okay, we'll pick up tomorrow at 10.
yeah,
Or they'll let us know later that evening, if not early in the morning before we start our commute, but they did not. So
yeah,
folks commuted to the
yeah.
office in this weather
Uh-huh.
just to like not even need to be in the office. Like, at least as an assistant, we really don't necessarily need to be in the office unless there's clients, because we're like, the middleman running interference and all that for the room.
Yeah.
Man, I told him too the day before, because I was just covering for another assistant. I was like, so yeah, I might look a little different tomorrow. The assistant that's actually taken over is white, so
Yeah.
they look so confused, like, huh? I was like, yeah, Leah will be taking over tomorrow, so yeah, y'all be good. That's not too hard. I'm literally the only black person across like 3 offices, I think. Yeah. What the hell is going upstairs? I think a family moved in upstairs.
Okay.
This child is always running around, doing shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, how is your non-child life going?
Excellent.
Ugh.
One of my so I was at the family reunion. One of my cousins just had a baby. A little
Oh,
and he's like, well, not just had a baby, but like the baby's like 7 months old. And
oh,
it was
still
like,
cute, still
so
cute.
yes, cute, strong, with little chunky legs. They were geniuses because they thought to bring a walker for the baby. So like he could walk
Mm.
around by himself. And then his aunt was just following him and making sure he didn't get into any trouble. But he was running up to the kids to be like, I'm a kid too.
I'm a kid too. Look, I can move on my own. I'm no different from grandma. So no.
Yeah, yeah, very cute. But I did like hold the baby, and some aunties saw me holding the baby, and then they were like,
They thought it was your baby.
"Oh, no!" They were asking me like, "When are you gonna have your baby?" And it was just
Oh,
kind of like, "Oh, I don't know about that." Like, and then they said you gotta have at least one, and
no, I
I,
don't.
forgetting that I'm in the South, said, "No, I don't." And they were looking like,
He said, no, I don't.
and they were just looking at each other like, "Oh, so disrespectful." And I
Oh,
don't mean to be disrespectful.
first of all, Auntie, where my finger? First of all, Auntie, it ain't disrespect. I'm 40 plus some odd years old. And respectfully, I answered you because you said you got to. And I said, no, I don't. Because I don't. Because you're not my mama and this ain't your womb.
Oh,
It's not like you cussed them out. Said, hell
they
no.
they
Like,
they
if you
they
had said that,
they looked at
then
each other in shock, and then they laughed it off, which I was happy for, because like people
good.
like you gotta remember, I'm from the
I
north,
know.
and I always feel like I'm being so disrespectful because I'll just be talking to people normally, like older adults, like who are like my dad's age
Yeah.
normally, and then somebody my age will come around and they'll avert their eyes and say yes sir and no ma'am, and I'll be like, oh, was I supposed to be doing that the whole time?
Listen,
And
I
then I wasn't
the
doing it.
closest I can give
I
you is
wasn't doing
if you're not family, and I say like Mr. and Miss, because like you're not family, but you're older than me type shit. But family, yeah, I wasn't brought up on saying yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and I can't fake it. Like, not even for like an hour can I fake saying yes, ma'am.
I
I'll
was
say like
born
you're welcome, ma'am, or you're welcome, sir, but like I'm being sarcastic.
I was born
I'm
in
not being genuine.
Alabama, and I forgot everything that I learned.
Oh well, they'd be all right. They'd be just fine.
And yeah, we moved up here when I was 3, and I guess like at the daycare they told me they caught they taught me yes'm
Yes.
and no sir. So
No,
like
sir.
my my mom's friend, like when she like first met me, and she said something, and I said yes'm, and then she remembers that's like her first interaction with me, and she said, "Ooh, that child is country." Yeah,
See,
like,
wow, right? So like you in the South and you don't say yes, ma'am, or yes, sir,
I forgot
and you
it, and
and
it
you get
sounds weird and fake
you get
coming out of
you
my mouth.
and
Yeah, yeah.
you get scrutinized for it. But then you go up north and you do that, and they either think it's charming or they think you some Southern bumpkin, or they don't want you to say that because I'm not a man.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't win. You can't win.
But also, like, time warps because, like, they don't see me that often. I don't think they realize how old I am.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure they
and,
don't.
and there are some
They
people
probably
that
think you like 23.
I haven't like met before, or if I did meet him, it was a long time ago. So like my father's name is Larry. So like one person was trying to call
Larry.
me over, and he kept saying, "Little Larry, little Larry."
I mean, wouldn't that be more so your brother? I'd be ignoring that too.
He wasn't here. He wasn't there. It was just me and dad. So like, and then I was like, "Me? You
Larietta.
mean yeah?"
What if they named you Larietta?
Somebody, I was talking to all these people, and then my father came up, and then he was like, "Yeah, I was talking about her." He said that bright young girl with Larry.
Are they saying bright as in smart or because you so light skinned compared to them?
I don't think they were trying to call me smart.
Bright.
And my dad said, "Why don't you tell him how old you are?"
That bright young girl.
And then everybody gagged.
My grandfather still gags. He's my maternal grandfather. I see this man at least once a month, and he still gags every time he sees me. He's like, "You're getting younger looking." I'm like, "I'm really not," but it's like it's because I avoid men and children. That's why I look so youthful. It really, like, literally, that is all I can explain it as. Because
Because you don't have to have one.
I don't have to have either. I don't even have to
Yeah.
really interact with them that much to stress me out on a daily. Like, because it's not water. I could
You
definitely be
don't
drinking
have
more
to
water,
do it. You don't have
but
to.
that is the secret: staying hydrated, sun protection, and limiting your exposure to both the sun, men, and children.
I have I don't know. I have a cousin who she's like nearly exactly my age. We're only a couple months apart.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks really, really good. We're the same age. She looks really good, and she
Mm-hmm.
has 11 grandchildren.
Well, but I'm sorry. How old are you again?
I'm 46.
You're what?
Yeah.
Girl, shut up. Shut up. No, you're not.
I am. I am. It's true.
No. I thought you was like 43.
No, I was a couple
Shut
years ago.
up. Wait. Wait. Because I think my aunt is turning 50 this next month. Because I know I kept saying, like, y'all are close in age. Now I got to double check.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Okay, well, now that you say 46,
Mm-hmm.
and she has 11 grandkids, how many kids does she have?
5.
Okay, that makes sense. That's like 2 kids each.
But it's not distributed like that.
I know, but
It's not distributed like that. She
who got all
has
the kids?
okay, so she has okay, so her first son, he's married.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any kids.
Okay, smart
And then
man.
she had a set of twin girls.
Okay, twins. Okay.
One has 5 and the other one has 6.
God damn. They was trying for twins, huh?
Oh, actually, I think one of them has a pair of twins.
Whew. Wow. Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense. When did she have her first kid? Like
I
20?
think she was like 18 or she was
Okay.
17. She was I think she might have been like 17. And
Oh,
then she
okay.
had the set of twins when she was 18.
Woo! Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 46. That make that again. I thought she was
But
46.
she's like slim and trim and
Mm.
and she was walking around with this baby that was only 2 months old and
They thought that was her baby.
she was like, you know I got 10 grandkids, right? And I was like, "What?" And then she looked down, she was like, "Oh, wait, 11."
Wow. That's I can't even necessarily say that's crazy. It's just for my life, that's wild, but like it's not too crazy of it. Cause like
She
even if
making
she
it
had
work. She making it work somehow. Somehow throughout all the years, she
yeah.
done made it work.
Yeah. I mean, it also helps too if you were also an active person prior to being pregnant, during your pregnancy, and after. If you didn't have like an active routine of like staying fit, going to the
I don't
gym
know
kind of
what she
thing.
doesn't. I don't think she's ever had a gym membership.
Well, you ain't gotta have a gym membership. It
I
could be
don't know
just,
what she does. I don't think she's doing anything. I think she's
mm,
just naturally
well, look, motherhood takes to some people better than others. And I don't think it
every
would.
pregnancy is rolling the dice because even for the same person,
Oh,
like you could have a wildly different experience.
oh,
But
sure. I
she's
mean, shit,
been
the kids themselves.
yeah.
Forget the pregnancy. Once the kid pops out, it might as well be another. Your cooch is a whole nother dimension that's just popping out beams from dimension A through Z, and you don't know what you gonna get. Pulling back
And then people gonna tell
from the
you you got to do
archives
it
of
at
your
least once.
DNA, pulling from the archives of the DNA. We haven't had a child with blue eyes in a while. Let's just make this kid have blue eyes and y'all black. Just cause
Shake things up a little bit.
shake it up a little bit, you know. Oh my god, it's the gene pool is a crapshoot.
Yes.
You don't know what the fuck you get. I was watching a show, watching one of my crime shows again, and they had solved the mystery of a. They found a baby like on the side of the road back in like 1993, and they never was able to identify who the parents were until like 30 years later when they did a DNA testing on the child and was able to find that the child had Lebanese DNA, and they were able to identify at least one of the grandparents, one of the set of grandparents, and they went to talk to him. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I got two daughters. One of them's married to a Lebanese dude." It's like, "How many grandkids you got?" Like, "Oh, we only got two." It's like, "All right, bet." And they went to go track down the daughter, and lo and behold, she was the one that randomly gave birth when she was like 17 or something. It was like, I didn't know what to do, so I just put it in my trunk for a few days. I'm like, girl. And then the thing too, the cops
And then she
love.
stayed with the dude.
Yeah, they were like teens. It was like a teen pregnancy. The dude had no idea that she was pregnant and had gotten rid of.
She was pregnant for 9 months and gave birth.
Yeah, she worked as like a
And he
nanny.
didn't know.
Men be oblivious.
Nobody's that stupid.
They're oblivious. They're teenagers, so they might not have even been living together at the time. She could have been a big girl in general and was wearing baggy clothes or whatever. They ain't show us what she looked like back in the day, but present day she was a thickums, so she could have easily have deceived people who weren't paying attention. But apparently she grew up in a very strict household with a daddy always yelling, "Ain't no child of mine gonna have no kids out of wedlock." Meanwhile, she had two. Because the cops had a hunch. It was like the way she was moving, the way she was retelling the story, this wasn't the first time she did this, and they were bluffing because cops love to bluff during these interrogations. They said like, "We both know this isn't the first time, is it?" She's like, "No." It's like, girl, they didn't even give you no evidence. They just said, "We know," and she just divulged that, yeah, I did this. I did this previously. Two times, bitch. No one thought to wear a condom. No one. That was. But I say all that to say,
And
DNA.
then she stayed with the dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily the dude's fault. She didn't tell
I'm
him.
just saying, like, I would think that would be like traumatic for you, but that would be like traumatic for you if you was a normal person and not if you were like some kind of sociopath. But but I but I'm just thinking for myself, if I had some kind of prom mom situation going on, I never want to speak to dude again because it's just kind of like guilt.
What, guilt of not telling them?
Guilt, also like the paranoia that I'm going to be found out, and then he's going to be like, "What did you do?" And then also like, I'm going to let you pressure me into having unprotected sex again.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. 1993, y'all definitely had condoms and contraceptives.
Yeah,
that y'all could use.
definitely. Yeah, easily accessible.
The first time I can give some folks some grace. The second time, no. It only takes one pregnancy scare, I think, before everything is on lock.
You got to put your foot down, and then like if he want to walk away,
spermicide.
let him walk. Shit, like it don't.
Yeah, no, it's
And she said, "This is cool, and if I got away with it once, I can get away with it again." And did
Yep.
what the fuck?
Yeah. But like, I don't know how she disposed of the child the last time, but this time, I don't know what she was thinking, because literally just you leave them in your car and then you just toss them on the side of the road, girl.
And then she had kids that she kept.
Yep. Well, she actually married the dude. Then she had a few kids that she actually kept. Again, she was a teenager at the time. So, and a dad that was on her about not having kids.
We need sex education and a good access to abortions, because this could have gone in a much cleaner way.
Or just drop the kid off at a sanctuary.
Yeah, if it's already been born. But a lot of people also don't know about that.
Or call 911. First of all, if something larger than a shit comes out of me, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, but you're not trying to get away with something, and you ain't been trying to get away with something for like 10 months.
If I give birth, I call the police. Yo, I just gave birth in this bathroom. Y'all need to come to me right now. So then, if something does happen to the child,
scared because probably scared because she knows that if you call the authorities, they're going to be like, "Where are your parents? Where's the dad?" And then she didn't want anybody to know. She didn't want any of them to know.
Yeah. And again, the way
by
her dad would be talking
to the police, by the time she's talking to the police, she's probably like relieved. If she's anywhere, I don't understand her psychological makeup, and I'm just like hearing about this secondhand, but she might have been just relieved to tell somebody finally, like, yes,
for sure,
I did this. I've been carrying this a long time.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why there was just no tears to cry. It's like, it's been 30 years. I've already cried my tears.
I don't know, but I did hear like, okay, so I was talking to somebody who didn't know about 23andMe. Had never heard of it. And then like I was explaining it to him, and then he was like, "Oh, sure, I should try it." And I was just kind of like, maybe not, because then like 23andMe said that they would never sell your data, and then they themselves got sold, and now
that was a fucking lie.
And now it's being used in any which way that the company that took it over wants to use it.
23andMe might not sell it, but 23 and them
definitely gonna.
They
might. So like and ever since then, like I know that they used I don't know if it was 23andMe, but it might have been like databases that are similar to 23andMe to catch the Golden State Killer.
I
And
remember
they
that
did
one.
it, and so like even if you yourself don't use 23andMe, if one of your relatives does,
Yep,
then
distant
like
relatives at
they
that.
can catch, yeah, because they're triangulating off of like
Mm-hmm.
first and second cousins. Like,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild the network that they can sift through to finally find you without you having put your DNA into
Mm-hmm.
anything. There was a,
Yeah.
like technology is just it's amazing nowadays. Because another series I started watching was how technology and how they're able to triangulate people's location and where they are during crimes based on their technology use.
Mm.
Because cameras can sometimes just be crap, but your IP address, the way they can
The way that
triangulate.
people like keep these phones attached to their hip, like
Listen, but here's
you're
the thing too.
telling.
Here's the thing too. Even if you turn your phone off, that in itself is evidence. Because why is your phone now off? We've had this same activity for months on end, always at this
You
time.
never
Then
turn
at
your
the
phone off. Why are you turning it off now?
exactly. Now we got dead space during the same time a murder took place.
But also, like, how much shit are you gonna have to turn off? Because your phone is on, your computer's on, your
Mm-hmm.
iPad is on,
You and
your ring camera showed that you went somewhere.
and
Your
then
ring
here's the, you would have to set up a pattern of dead space well before you commit any kind of crime, just so you have plausible deniability. It's like, well, yeah, every time at 5 o'clock till midnight, my phone is off. I've been doing that for 7 years. Who would know it was in anticipation of killing
your
somebody 7 years
car
later between
your
5
car
and
is tracking
midnight?
you. Like all of these smart devices.
Your credit card transactions. Like, okay,
Yes.
I'll give you two examples of like how wild I was by technology catching somebody. So in one case, it was this dude, he killed his ex-wife. Mind you, they had been divorced for like 2 years.
Oh, what the fuck?
Two,
And
they had been
that always just takes me out when it's
that
the
pisses me off.
ex-husband. Like
Listen, divorced for 2 years. Both of them had new partners. So they were thinking, like, okay, he's over it now. He's got a whole new person. She's got a whole new person. There shouldn't be any more animosity. And it was so sad because they showed footage of like their marriage and like he's waiting at the altar and actually crying that he's marrying this woman only for that marriage to deteriorate because she decided she was going to work out and better her health. And like he was also on that tip for a little bit, but he wasn't getting the same results that she was, and there was like animosity building over the fact that she was improving and he wasn't, and that just whole marriage fell apart. But in the process of them trying to like better their health, they started wearing Apple Watches or Fitbits or whatever to track it. Fast forward 2 years later, again, new partners for both of them, moved away, but he still has to pay like alimony or something, and his finances ain't all that great. And I think she was about to sell the house that they were both living in or something around that. And he
mm-hmm.
decides to kill her for the money. And the way they was able to track him on top of other evidence was the fact that he had turned off his phone and his Fitbit, thinking like, oh, they're not gonna track me because I turned my Fitbit off. But yet his alibi was that he was at home watching Netflix. Netflix isn't enough of an alibi because Netflix will just keep playing movies
Right.
at nauseum. But
Mm-hmm.
they the records of his Fitbit and saw that that Fitbit is on all the time, even in the middle of the night when he gets up to use the bathroom. It is on. So you mean to tell me you was sitting on the couch for 5 hours and you ain't never get up from that couch and walk around somewhere? Nah. His Fitbit sold him out just by him turning it off for like 3 hours.
I have
And
one
then,
for you. So like
yeah.
this is back to 23andMe. So I told my friend like, be careful with that 23andMe. And then
Mm-hmm.
later I ran across an article of a girl who went to like go get her 23andMe done. She was like, "Oh, this is cute." And then her grandmother got arrested
Oh.
due to because she had done the 23andMe, it
Mm.
the DNA was linked to a cold case in her neighborhood. Turned out her grandmother had done something similar about having a baby in secret and then throwing the baby away.
You getting grandma hemmed up.
Grandma! Grandma!
Yo got grandma hemmed up. That's crazy. Listen, I don't put
Mm.
nothing past the grandparents. They had an entire life prior to me. My grandfather was in the military. He was over it. Was it Vietnam? Some Asian country. I don't think it was Korea. It might have been Vietnam. I always joke that for all I know, I've got Vietnamese cousins. I don't know. God forbid somebody does a 23andMe and I do have a Vietnamese cousin. It's crazy. It's 2026. The technology is only going to improve and be faster with how they're able to locate people. I mean, they've got my fingerprints. I travel internationally enough that they are always scanning my picture when I'm at the airport. My fingerprint has been done in at least 2 states.
My
Like,
mother has a cousin who his daughter popped up on his doorstep when she was 40. He was completely unaware of her existence.
wow.
Do the 23andMe.
Honestly, I could probably find my bio dad right about now. I don't fucking care. One of the things I hope
You could do
does
it.
not
You
happen.
could
I
pop
don't
up.
want to though. I
You could
don't give
pop
a
up.
fuck. I do
You could go
not.
see it if you've got siblings and have that weird relationship.
I don't want that either. Like one of my friends, I think he did 23andMe or whatever because he was raised as an only child, but he wanted to know about like other siblings he might have. So here he is reaching out to his other siblings that are like older than him. They're like in their 40s, 50s. They got kids and all of that. And it's like, I don't know if I necessarily would want to establish a relationship with my half siblings. Like I
I've only read
respectfully,
stories of people who have done it and they said it's weird and they didn't like it.
like I'm not lonely. I've got 3 siblings. I have 3 half siblings, 3 like step siblings. Like I've got enough family. I don't feel so lonely that I need to reach out and find my roots. I don't
Like it's
give
a
a fuck.
sibling, but also it's a stranger that you've never
Yeah,
met before.
we share
So
half a
like
DNA. That's it.
what's our level of like
We share half a DNA. The only reason I would do a DNA test is just to make sure I'm not marrying my half brother that I didn't know about. That has happened a number of times in like in Reddit stories. There was one Reddit story, this woman, and it's wild because she met her husband, well, they were fiancés at the time of the story. She met her fiance at college. They went to college hours away from their hometowns. They grew up in different hometowns, hours from each other. They went to college, hours away from each other's respective hometowns. Her mom was estranged from her side of the family. She didn't talk to the maternal grandma, maternal grandfather. She didn't talk to her sister. None of that. His family still spoke about the estranged twin sister of his mom. And when they were dating, they thought it was amusing that their moms had the same birthday, but didn't think anything of it. And then during a conversation, they actually like said the twin sister's name, and the wife is like, that sounds like my mom's name. And so when she looked to see like a picture when she was younger, it was her mom. No one clocked it because they're fraternal twins. They're not identical twins, so there wasn't that issue, at least, of them essentially being siblings.
Yeah.
But fraternal twins, this is her first cousin of her twin aunt, and they're getting married. And she had no idea. That's nasty. But she loves him.
No.
I feel like the love would be gone for me. Like I would still
Yeah.
have love for them, but it would now be turned to this is my cousin. I cannot. We cannot. Will not. The love is now fraternal. Like I'm sorry, it is.
Okay, but like speaking of which, have you been keeping up with the House of the Dragon?
Hell yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so um my mother has never seen any type of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, what's the other one? A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Never seen any of it. Was never interested, and I finally got her to see the first episode of House of the Dragon.
What she think?
Actually, I think I didn't realize it at the time, but now looking back, I think House of the Dragon has a better like first episode than Game of Thrones.
For sure. There was more depth.
Well, also like it's more clarity as to who is who. Because
yes. It's just one family right now.
Right. And like
it's the Hightowers and the Targaryens. It's not the what the fuck?
The Starks, the Baratheons, the Targaryens.
Well, yeah, the Targaryens, they're all off on another side of the planet. Fucking the Snows. It's just one Snow, but Snow, who's a Stark.
Also, like, mom was very invested in the mom. No, my mother was very invested in the mom who was like
Rhaenyra's mom.
Yeah,
poor thing.
Yeah.
That birth was
Oh,
harsh.
that was horrific. Oh, it was terrible. And also, she's never seen Game of Thrones before, so she was also like the violence, people getting their heads bashed in, like
Also, Black Dragon.
That didn't take her out at all. She saw the black people and she just kind of like, okay, whatever.
I for one appreciate seeing the Valerians.
Yeah,
I love the Valerians as an addition, being black, just to give it a little color.
Okay, here's the thing. Anybody who complained about that is not visualizing this right, because like both of them come from that other continent, right? And both of them come from like the same
Valyria.
Valyria.
Yeah.
If you don't make them black or something else other than white, then you're gonna have a bunch of people walking around with white and
it's gonna be hard to distinguish.
It's too many blonde wigs running around. You won't know who's a Targaryen and who's not.
And too many damn similar sounding, if not same damn names. We got like 3 Aegons, 2 Viseryses.
How many Rhaenyras do we have?
We have a Rhaena, we have a Rhaenyra, we have a Rhaenys.
They ain't got no creativity in naming nobody.
Literally, there are literally 2 Viseryses. You had 3. You had 3 Viseryses because you had the original. You had Grandpa Viserys. You had Viserys on Rhaenyra's side, and then there was a Viserys on the Hightower side, apparently.
Also, in the opening episode, there are dragons.
Yep, it's out and about. Just a part of things. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And again, the black folks, I don't know, black people in general, for me, just add as actors, let alone like classically trained actors. I just love seeing them in things. And so are you caught up on the latest episode?
I haven't seen. I've seen up to episode 4. I know episode 5 is airing tonight. So like, yeah, I'm caught up.
Okay.
I'm caught up.
So whenever the Valerians crash out, that is my favorite. Every time a Valerian has crashed out, I end up quoting them for like a week.
Mike is chiming in. Your son was born, lived, and died a bastard.
No, first of all, the way they say bastard, because first you had his
I mean, his brother said the thing and got his
first time. That scene was so good because then you had what was it, Aemon, when he was looking at him like Damon, he was like, say it. And he smiled like, oh, you think I won't? Her kid. And she is Oh. I'm like, you ain't have to throw in that last bit. Like she wasn't a whore.
He
Like
said he knew he was going to die. He was going to make it all the
right.
way worth
Look,
it.
he knew he was gonna die. He knew he was gonna die, and the actor knew this was the last time he was gonna be on screen. So he was gonna make it count. And it was great. It was glorious. That call out, his death. Loved it. Still quoting this to this day. Now you got his brother over here, like, yo, so I want you to legitimize my kids.
His brother, who like, he's right. He has lost all of his wealth, his wife, his son,
his son, his daughter.
Oh yes, and his daughter.
His grandkids. He only has 2 granddaughters, and they, being women, they weren't gonna lay claim anyway.
Those are women, yeah.
So
they were betrothed to her sons, and they're dead. So, like, who knows what he can do with those daughters now? He's probably gonna have to get them married to somebody else, but who? And it's not going to be as good of a match as it would have been with somebody who is going to be heir to the throne.
Jacaerys, who I claimed as my heir, was the best. Was it Lucerys? Was it Lucerys or Jacaerys that he? Anyway, he was the best.
Yeah, it was one of them boys. He was a bastard.
Lucerys.
Yeah.
Jace lived and died. And he was loud in them echoing halls in front of her king.
You feeling all big and bad because Daemon ain't around now.
Right. Like, in front of Daemon. In front of the Queen's Guard. He is loud and echoing. And I get Rhaenyra's position. She's like, I can't do it now. She didn't say she wasn't going to do it. She couldn't do it now. Also,
but for her most faithful subject, she need to make some shit shake. She need to say what she gonna do right now instead, and give promises as to when it's going to be.
I have to double check, because when she was asking all of them what they was going to name themselves, she didn't even seem to ask.
She didn't ask him. She asked him.
Ulf. He said he wanted to be a Valerian or a Targaryen.
Oh no, he said he wanted to be a Targaryen.
They said no,
and they laughed at him and said, "Absolutely not."
Right. And then Hugh was like, "Well, I'm a blacksmith, so I use a hammer." And she didn't even bother asking Alan.
She didn't ask him.
So she just took it apart. And it was crazy because she asked him, what do you want your styling to be? You ask them what they want their styling to be, but don't let the black dude tell you what he wants his styling to be.
No, because she knew what he was after.
For all she knows, though, he could have wanted to object to being a Valerian.
She ain't have no plan for what she would do if he said that he wanted the name. Yeah, that's not gonna. I don't know. She did, like, my poor mother. She got so long to go because, like, she saw it. She was like, okay, yeah, let's go. I like it. We're gonna have a woman queen, and I'm thinking, like, oh, you think you know. You think
it's the 2024 election all over again.
Oh, she like, okay, let's go. And she honestly,
honestly, Rhaenys should have been queen.
The small folk seem to think so. Because they already talking about they like at the queen that never was about the queen that never was. Yeah,
it should have been, because first of all, she was the oldest cousin. She was the oldest cousin. She has a dragon. She has battle experience on her dragon. She's married. She has an heir.
Yeah,
but nah, let's give it to the nigga that likes to play with his Legos all day.
Well, he's a man. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, so like I waited a while before I saw any of the House of the Dragon, because season 2 was so like
womp womp.
It was so lackluster. It was,
Yeah.
I was trudging through it like,
Yeah. I mean, even with
ugh.
season
I
3,
don't know, but like
the
the
season 1
first
opener was
episode,
supposed to be
the
that was supposed to
first
be the finale.
yeah, I could see that because like when I got to like when I saw like the first episode of season
Mm-hmm.
3, I was like, oh damn, I guess you got me back. You
Yeah.
sucked me right back in.
Mm-hmm. Because if that
um,
had been how they ended off season 2,
I would have felt
we we
differently
we
about
be
season 2.
we be waiting with bated breath. I low key almost forgot it was back.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that it was coming back, and I was not excited because like it
I
was kind of
forgot.
like
Listen,
what's
I only knew it was back because I think I was at the airport when episode 1 came out, and the woman next to me was watching it. I'm like, oh shit! While I'm waiting in the airport, I'm gonna watch it too.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, but that first episode,
That was
oh
heartbreaking.
man, oh oh shit.
That was
You
heartbreaking.
like when she got on the dragon, I was like, okay, yes, we up another dragon. And
Yep.
then when she jumped into the fight, talk about let's go help, I was like, oh.
Girl, you just learned how to fly home 2 days ago.
Like that your cousins and your sister have to do training with their dragon. Like you've
Right.
seen the whole
They've
process.
been
You
training with
surely
their
do not
dragon.
think like this wild dragon who don't know what he don't appear to know what you're talking about.
They've
He
been
don't
training with their dragons for at least 10 years.
Mhm.
At least, let alone have seen battle at this point. You got this raggedy mutt off the side of a mountain. You're not even in a holster. So
with
people
his
can't even, you're not wearing,
severe underbite.
you ain't got no kind of like bannerment on you to even designate what side you on.
He don't
He
really act
don't
like he listened to you.
he don't even know what side they on. He just seeing arrows and boats and other dragons. He don't know what the fuck
You
Valerian
just
is.
earned his trust, and now you're gonna steer him right into
Right
danger.
into battle. This man has been a recluse for years. He probably barely understands common tongue, and you over here speaking high Valerian.
He understood your curse.
No, did he?
Yeah, because that's when he started burning up shit. He said, "All right, cool. All this look like sheep."
She lucky her sister clocked her.
Oh, but did she? Because then if her, because like I don't know whether
one of them
or not.
said that's my. One of them said that's my sister.
Okay, I think that was her on her dragon saying,
well, she
that's
was
my
screaming.
sister. Like,
she was screaming, "No, that's my sister!" But I think at one point Bela had flown over and was like, "Oh my god, that's my sister."
Yeah, because we haven't checked in with whether or not Bela knew that was her, because like we got to think about who all knows that.
She knows. Bela for sure knows, and she just hasn't said anything. She just said like a rogue dragon came into the battle, and she ain't say who was riding it, because she has plausible deniability of saying I don't know, because literally until she
was fighting for my life,
she couldn't see who it was.
Yeah,
and the only other person who knows now is her actual daddy.
Yeah, and that poor sheep herder.
Right, I felt so. As soon as he locked eyes, I was like, "Oh, damn!"
No, Mike, stop going away. We have to end
he got
the show.
That explosive diarrhea.
Damn,
that's why he going to the bathroom back and forth
again.
Another one.
Oh, the bubble guts and painting the toilet. Oh, that's another part of the weirdness that's going on. That's making it hard for me to settle in. So, the weather's going crazy. Then there's particulate matter in the air. Yep. Oh, throw out all your fucking salad and possibly all of the produce.
Yep. It is funny, right? Because I saw the other day that some of it was linked to Taco Bell. It is ironic because I was like, the last couple of weeks is the last time I've had Taco Bell. So like in the span of all of this happening, I hadn't actually had Taco Bell in like 3 or so weeks, and they're saying the symptoms can Somebody said my but in the time that this is spiked, I hadn't actually had Taco Bell. And I was thinking, I'm like, would people even really know the difference? Is this just not how some people react to Taco Bell? Like,
Explosive diarrhea so bad you got to go to the hospital? No, I
I
don't
don't
think
know. Some
so.
folks might just be overreacting because I think they might just be dehydrated. Like,
No,
if
people are, yeah, people have to go to the hospital because they're dehydrated.
they're not drinking
Yeah.
enough water. I don't think enough people know how to just deal with their diarrhea. Now, if there's blood, yes, go to the hospital. But dehydration is just you not taking care of yourself while your body's going through it. Not victim blaming, but yeah, I find it funny how it's like the symptoms can pop up anywhere between 2 days and 2 weeks. So it's
Yeah,
like,
which, like, for something that you ate, like, I don't remember what I ate 2 weeks ago. Like, what?
right.
uh,
I thought it was the
yeah.
lake water again. Cause like with it getting hot and people being in the water to try to cool down, you get a little bit of that water in your mouth. Nope,
No,
it was
the
Taco Bell.
climate change. We do not need to be in the lakes anymore because
You
there
got
are brain eating parasites in the
yep,
lakes and rivers. So, like,
brain eating
let's,
parasites, diarrhea causing parasites. The CDC sucks.
yes.
So there's that.
Uh, but yeah, we got to go now because it's been an
Yeah,
hour. We got to
yeah,
go. Yeah,
yeah,
Mike, stop
yeah.
leaving because
So
we gotta get a
clean
hold of
your
your
fruits,
exploding asshole.
clean your fruit, clean your veggies, wear your
Throw out your
mask.
veggies.
Veggies are expensive.
I
I can understand
know,
folks are
but
like,
so
let
like
me.
so are hospital stays.
Yep. Well, true.
You
Yeah. How about you just not eat vegetables? It's working fine for me.
can eat certain vegetables, just like anything that can't be like cooked
Frozen,
or scrubbed. Like they said
frozen.
berries, they said definitely iceberg lettuce, but also like we're slow to get information because Taylor Farms has so much power and they went to the White House and met with the president to help them cover this shit up. They're talking about, oh, Taco Bell, but then like there are like thousands of people who didn't have the Taco Bell, and then they're just kind of like, oh, okay, well,
Right.
it's
Because,
Taylor
like,
Farms, and Taylor Farms distributes about 57% of our produce.
yeah, like a lot of the slack trying to come down on Taco Bell. First of all, if you've ever had Taco Bell, you know they be skimping on their fillings anyway. So that little pinch of lettuce
And it's not
ain't
like
really doing
our
shit.
fast food restaurants are getting like have like exclusive distributors. Like, no, it's all the fast food.
Like, and again, if they do have exclusive distributors, it's probably Taylor Farms. So anybody
Yeah.
that puts lettuce on anything or eats a salad is probably connected to Taylor Farms. So don't be mad at the distributors or the customers of these distributors.
Right.
Anyway, all that to say, be careful, stay hydrated, wash your hands,
Yeah.
wear your mask, don't go outside too much. And we'll see you possibly next week. I will be in Florida, but I think my flight will have me back in town by like noon anyway. So
Are we gonna like rely on an airline to not get delayed?
listen, they already was talking to me talking about, hey, you want to change your flight to 2 days before your actual flight? Or maybe an hour or two before or after your actual flight. And I'm like, nah,
Oh,
nigga, I picked this time for a specific reason. But we'll see. We will see. And I'll let y'all know Sunday morning if I'll be here or not. But
okay.
until then, I've been Ash.
And I've been Fatima.
This has been Fatash.
Fatash.
Bye.